Welcome back, this is Shroud the Avatar Alpha Release 33. So, we're getting closer and closer to the final release. Who knows when that's going to be, but anyway, this is, let's go straight into this, start on the world map, go straight in. I have been playing this quite a bit over the weekend. The main reason being is, well, in the last one, which I played about a month ago, my character was super weak, so I decided to do a little bit of level grinding. It also gave me a chance to take a look at some of the new concepts in this release. It's not a big release, this one. It's got lots of little feature updates, but it's not really anything significant. But the one thing which is really annoying me in this one is that I literally could not level grind. I'll explain why in a minute. I'm just going to look in this here and see what current tasks are. So you click up J, you can bring up this one, which is, so I need to find this guy in Adoris, okay. I'm actually going to try one of the quests. Let's go into Adoris. Okay, yeah, I'll explain the reason why level grinding wasn't working in a minute. It's something I've completely well, I either ignored it or I just didn't realise it. But it's quite key to the reason why I wasn't actually doing as well as I should have done. Anyway, in this alpha release, for some reason, the load times have actually got a damn sight worse. And it seems to be continuing on that theme. We're stuck at 50%. I'm not sure if it's crashed or not. Yeah, the load times have got really, really bad, and it could be server problems. I don't think it's my internet line. So I'd probably say it's a server problem, maybe it's load. I have noticed that load more people playing this game recently. There's lots more people walking about. It's also suffering from a few frame rate issues. Particularly Soul Town. I literally walked into Soul Town, noticed there was a whole load of new buildings which have cropped up. And, well, you kind of walk down the street and then it decides it wants to load one of the buildings nearby. And, well, the whole game sort of just freezes for a second while it loads up said building. And it really makes you not want to be there. But nevertheless, I wanted to go in there because I needed to go to the bank. One of the updates to this game, it actually hands you a prompt telling you to go to the bank, because if you're one of the founders, well, one of the original backers of the Kickstarter, then there's a bunch of items inside the bank which you can actually well, take out the bank. And that's what you see my character wearing at the moment. It's got lots of the founder stuff. I don't know why the game's... oh, yeah. Yeah, this is exactly what it's doing in Soul Town. As you can see, the frame rate is god-awful. Oh. Yeah, there we go. No? Oh, it's really terrible. Yeah. Oh. Well, we're getting about 10-15 frames a second. We're not doing well. It's a little better. In all fairness, Adoris was never great in terms of frame rate. So I suppose it's probably no worse than what it normally is. Now, since the last release, there has been a large amount of lot drops in terms of housing, and thus you're going to see a lot more people with lots of custom traders. I'm going to try and find this guy, Kujul. He doesn't even know much. So yeah, there's lots of people with there's lots of custom traders hanging around this game now, and yeah, the internet line's wank. So I'm gonna try and find this guy. So he's a leader of the guards, so it makes sense to talk to one of the guards, I guess. You could probably do with getting rid of that crosshair. okay, he's in his office. I really wish they'd actually tell me where the office is. Because even though I've got the map for Adoris, the map's in a strange language. And I know you're supposed to be smart and try and work out what the alien language means, but it'd be nice if someone just told you. I mean, everything else is in English, why can't the map be in English? Or even better if they did something like in, I think it was Shenmue 2, where the people actually points the direction to where the... If you're lost somewhere, you can ask them for directions and literally just point where the place is. I mean, Shenmue 2 was 2001? It's a good 15 years ago. Yeah, the frame rate's awfully off here. I have no idea where I'm going. The only clue I've got is... Oh, the only clue I've got is near the waterfront. Ooh, what's it doing? It must be loading buildings in. It's common for a lot of video games nowadays to load as you're moving along. It's one way to hide the load times. However, it's kind of a joke for this game because ultimately we've already sat through one stupidly long load time just to get into this section. So technically, it shouldn't be loading anything as we're going. So this is one of the custom merchants. So let's just go along this bridge, I guess. Because it looks like the doors are open. I'm pretty sure in every other release I've done this, the door has been closed. You couldn't get in, so it'd be nice to see what's actually in here. I mean, I can abandon my quest to look for this guy. I can just hunt around. Let's see if this guy knows. Oh, I really hate that. I don't think it's... yeah. He hasn't actually registered the fact that I want to talk to this guy. There we go. Kujal? No. Of course, this guy knows absolutely nothing about the captain of the guards. You know, the guy that actually pays you. Let's try this one. Fair greetings to you, Avatar. Splendid. Kujal? No, of course not. Why would you know? Oh well, I'm just gonna have a look at this castle, see if there's anything to steal in it. At least it looks nice over here. The buildings do look very nice. Oh, and if you press the V button, you can go into first person mode. It used to be the case that you could do this just by flipping the mouse wheel, but for some reason they decided they would map it to the V button. Not sure why they did that. It kind of makes it difficult to do combat in it because you can't actually see your character hitting the enemy. But okay, we've learned prayer. Not sure what that's for. Well, this is obviously to do with the quest of love. So I'm not sure what quest I'm on, to be honest. I can't remember. There's 3 of them in the game. I think I'm on truth or something like that. But if it's anything like the Ultima games, then you have to go to all 3 anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Yeah, frame rate's still a little bit jottery. But I like the idea of the first person camera. Ooh. Let's just look in here, see who that is. So anyway, there's a few changes since the release. Adoris has actually got a few new changes. So they basically added a little bit more life and activity to Adoris. The city received another pass on NPC daytime, nighttime schedules and interests such as animations. We'll just see what's over there. True to its name as a city of love, this includes the addition of amorous couples romancing throughout the city. I haven't seen that. New quests have also been added, which speak to different aspects of the darker side of love and loss. Fair enough, more quests the better. Anything in there? No. Let's just try upstairs then. See if there's anyone important up here. Well, I'm gonna guess she's important since she's got a throne up behind her. Priestess. Let's see what she's talking about. So you can give me a quest. Something about a prophecy. Really, does it have to be a prophecy in every game? It's like a lazy man's way of storytelling. Yes, the Great One will come out of the sky and defeat the evil. Oh, look, another ability. Kiss. So I can just do that to anybody? I don't think it's going to make much difference in combat, but nevertheless. Nice outfit. Yeah, they really need to get rid of the crosshair when you're trying to talk to someone. Anyway, let's just have a look at the view. A little bit of fogging out in the distance, but generally good. If we went for the frame rate. I don't know what the point of the back of this is. Oh, you can actually go upstairs, okay. I'm going to sit in this chair though. So anyway, there are more changes to the story. A polished pass through the love path of the story will continue with special focus on NPC behaviours in the town of Spite. There's a new place that's been added, which is Port Graf, which is located on the western coast of Drakvold. It serves as a docking point for the valuable gems coming in from the Graf gem mines. Excuse me. And there's also Esgard. Esgard sits on the eastern coast of Norgard and is part of the Path of Courage. Yep, so I'm going to try and resume my quest of trying to find this guy. I very much doubt I'm going to do it, because I regularly get lost around Ardoris anyway. There's more changes, such as random encounters are now in every single area. I think it's every single area. Well, it's not. It used to be the case to only appear in the Penurial Coast, which is the starting area, the starting region, I should say. They've also done some changes to the Blood River starting area. It now reflects more closely the story of the Path of Truth and does not require players to loot helpless victims of a massacred progress. I'll do that. I'll probably do that anyway, to be honest. Frame rate's really bad. It's doing more loading, no doubt. Can I talk to these people? No? No idea what's going on here. I want to change attention now. Yep, you're useless. Cujo. Yes, you're not going to be much help, are you? You're not going to tell me where he is. or even better, if they just if you could just say, come with me, I'll take you to him, or something like that, and you could follow them. That would make it much more easier. But the problem is with Doris, there's so many buildings which look exactly the same that it's very difficult to. I don't know why it's a skeleton there. It's so difficult to know where you're supposed to be going. I know this is the main square, so that's easy enough to find, but it's when you get on the waterfront, it's bloody difficult to find anything. So here's the crafting section, and you can buy new stuff, which is probably worth mentioning now. That crafting section. One thing I did not realise at all, and I may go into that later, is next when you bring up the skills window, which is done via the K key. Next to each skill item, there's either a green arrow, a yellow line, or a red arrow going downwards. And the reason why that's relevant is, and you can also see this on the right hand side, the little icons on the right hand side. If it's a green arrow, then it means it will gain it. You can level up that ability. If it's yellow, then it means there's no progression of that ability. If it's red, then eventually that ability will start to wither downwards. The reason why you want to do this is if you're doing, say, a standard attack. Now, a standard attack may go towards your, and this. So I'm just looking at the map for hopefully seeing if I can make out something, but obviously it's in some alien language. So, well, anyway, the reason why you want to do this is simply because something like a standard attack, a swipe with your sword, could be registered as strength, could add to your strength ability, it could add to your speed ability, it could add to your general blades ability, as well as any one special attack you're currently using. So ultimately, any experience you gain will be divided between all those different abilities. So if you select every single one of your special items as being as a little green arrow, you'll gain new levels much slower because it's dividing all your experience between those skill items. But actually, what you want to do, if you want to upgrade your character, you have to start deselecting some of them. As you can see on the right hand side, the third one down, that's just a general blades ability. I've turned it off so that I can get some of my other skill items up a few levels. I don't think the oracle's actually got anything too interesting to say. I think I did this guy last time. He just hops on about the paths. I'm just leaving. I think I'm just going to leave with Doris because, quite frankly, I'm not. Oh, stuck in the door. I think I'm just going to leave with Doris because, frankly, I'm not going to find this guy, and I wasted enough time here. It's been about 20 minutes or so. I should probably just go on, just do some level grinding or something. Probably should have gone to the boatman and just fast travelled across. Come on. Oh, I did actually try. I did try to recruit some of the. I did play this in single player offline recently, and I did actually recruit one of the NPCs, which which is in the inn in Andoris. And well, it's a little bit of disappointment. Despite the NPC, well, it's not an NPC. It's a companion character. So someone who journeys alongside you and fights alongside you. Now, they do follow you. They follow you incredibly slowly, I might add. They're insanely slowly, in fact. But whenever you take them out into the adventure field, the enemies completely ignore them, and they don't attack. So, there's no reason to recruit an NPC, recruit any of these allies at the moment. They have not been programmed into the game. And of course, currently at the moment I'm playing online multiplayer, so you can't recruit anybody if you're playing online. You have to play with friends, so... Yep, and here we got a really, really bad load time. It seems to have got worse in Alpha Release 33. It may be the server problems, which was popping up earlier. Hopefully I can get to one of the adventure fields. There we go. Alright, let's get my bearings. One of the good early areas of the game is the Solace Bridge area. If you want someone that's stupidly weak, then go there. Otherwise, the South Celestial Wetlands isn't too bad. There's a whole load of bandits here, and I think it's crocodiles in this area. They're semi-tough, starting out, but it's fine, you can get by. 54, come on. Oh jeez, at this rate half the video is going to be full of load times. Come on, hundreds. There we go. So as you can see there, you see there's two skulls right there? That means it's a medium difficulty area. It's something I've been completely ignoring in previous games. So this is the skill tree I saw earlier, and you see there I'm doing on speed, and I'm just checking to see if I can discount any of these. I want to keep the flame one. Life is good. Oh, camera's still moving. Healthy. Train strength. So no, I'm going to discount that one. I'm going to stop level grinding on that one. I'll have to go into some of those. Yeah, it's very important to do this if just to work out what levels you're going to go to next. So you try and discount the ones near the base of the tree. Once you've got to a certain point, just discount them and move on to the lower ones, so you can unlock more abilities, basically. And there's the experience thing, and as you see, it hasn't got very much in there at the moment. It builds up every time you kill an enemy or do a quest. That little meter builds up. But ultimately, every time you use an ability, it goes back down again. When it's 0, you can't level up any of your abilities, any of your skill items. So unfortunately, I don't really have much experience at the moment to use, so it's going to run out rather quickly. Oh jeez, I pressed the wrong button. Oh, and if you press the T key, it will switch between auto attack and non-auto attack. Rather annoyingly, every time you drop your weapons, every time you hold back your weapons, you have to reselect it again. It used to be an option. I'm sure it used to be an option in the options menu that you can just turn auto attack on and off, but Now you have to constantly keep selecting it. I'm not sure who's thought that would be a good idea. But anyway, I'm just trying to reduce the amount of enemies who are around me. 4's too many. You see there I had to reselect auto attack. Come on. I'm trying to use the fire ability as much as possible. There we go. Right, let's lose him. Take everything. And regain a level. Cool. Do that. And you can see my experience has gone up a little bit. And every time I use it, it goes down. Every time I use my health, it goes down slightly. It is kind of annoying if you're stuck in a really difficult area, and if you're stuck in a really difficult area and you're having trouble killing some of the enemies, you can use your swords, you can use your fire abilities, you can use just about everything, but you'll never gain a new level because of it. You need the experience in order to gain the levels, and you need to kill enemies and complete quests in order to do such a thing. Come on, almost got him. I do understand, I could sort of understand what they were going with here. It does encourage you to actually go out and kill enemies, but then again it's kind of the point of the game. It's the point of most RPGs, to be honest. Oh, I need a bit of light. There we go. 7. Yeah, so basically when I set up the skill tree in my previous playthrough, I pretty much turned off all these skill abilities related to well, anything to do with loot, anything to do with what's the word, harvesting and mining, those sort of things. It's so easy to I ditched off the light power up as well, because ultimately those things will just chip away at your abilities. You also want to limit most of the abilities which are used which are used naturally. So things like blade speed, things like your sword abilities and strength and stuff like that. That's used every time you swing your sword, basically. So you want to limit the amount of those you're using, because otherwise you'll use your XP up pretty damn quickly. You can see the thing up in the top right hand corner constantly saying I've got low XP. And there is a reason for that. It's probably because I don't do very many of the actual quests. Well, mainly because I couldn't find that bloody guy in Doris. I'm sure it'll be clearer in the final releases. But for the moment, yeah. At least I'm actually having a much better time of leveling up now. Because previous playthrough I did yesterday, which I recorded but I probably won't release, I was having a massive I was constantly using the fire fist thing, and I was constantly stuck on level 1. I literally could not understand what the heck I was doing, which is wrong. In the end I had to look up one of the forums just to understand what the hell, what's up with this experience. What's up with the experience in this release? Come on. Of course, this tactic works really well on enemies which can't hit you from afar. it really does not work against wizards or archers. Nevertheless, I just really want the money. So yeah, I kind of phased over most of the updates to this release. There are actually a whole load of little minor updates, and they're all available, and you can go and view that on the Shroud the Avatar website. But yeah, I don't want to go through all of them. There's lots of little minor changes, and there's lots of changes around player housing, but I really don't care, to be honest, at the moment. I just want to get on with the questing, which mainly involves just killing things. So yeah, it's very important, if you're one of the founders and one of the original backers, actually go to the bank. There's a bank in Soul Town, which is the early starting area. Just go in there, it's on the left hand side of the main street, and just talk to the banker and go claim, and there's an option to go claim your rewards. Go do that, because there's a whole load of actually good armor sitting in there ready for you to use. And these 2 swords, and everything except for hats, unfortunately. So I've got this stupid leather helmet. Nevertheless, it's very good for these medium areas. I need to do a little bit of level grinding before I go into the free skull areas. Let's get that. So a note on the table is useful. Is that a note? Gonna very better watch out. Yeah. Yeah, it's really annoying. You have to keep on clicking the T key just to get the auto attack going. I can't think of any other game where you have to do that. Maybe it's a staple of MMOs, and I generally don't play MMOs, but I'm more from an RPG background, and I can't remember another RPG where you can flip between it with a stroke of a key. At the very least, it's in the options menu. Let's get him. Let's go. Yeah. There, now loot. Yeah, bandits are pretty good because they got a whole load of gold. Now, unfortunately, you're going to need the gold more than anything else in this game. You need gold in order to buy new skills. You need gold to get equipment. Admittedly, I could sell all that founder's equipment. But anyway, most of the spears, like that spear right there, and most of the daggers and most of the swords inside these camps, they're completely rusted. So unfortunately, you can't really do much in terms of scavenging. If you try and sell them, then you generally can't sell them most of the time. They're worth nothing. They'll just hold you down. I did notice earlier when I was playing this that when you do come encumbered, then you do actually start going slower. Just like in something like Fallout, which I'm sure is new in this release. They didn't mention it, but I don't recall going a lot slower in previous releases. No, I don't quite want to leave just yet. Let's see if there's anything else around here. Well, at least the frame rate is improved. Generally, in the adventure map areas, the frame rate's a lot better. It's in the town areas it's really bad. I mean, in this release I've only been in 2 areas, Soul Town and Adoris, but they've been really bad, and I'm guessing it's due to the player customization. Maybe it has to load as and when you see it, but you know, they need to do something there before release. Ultimately, this is an alpha, so virtually everything in here is subject to change. I have no idea when the final release is, and I'm not sure if they know when the final release is. But I do know the game has passed the £10 million mark. Oh, sorry, $10 million. It's, yeah, so even though the Kickstarter was out ages ago, people are still plugging money into the game, so, which is good. There does seem to be a little bit of community built up around Shroud the Avatar. But the game does still need some does still have some problems. It definitely needs a lot of polish, particularly in combat. I mean, that battle just there, it felt like swatting, like I was constantly swatting the air. It could do with just someone just to come in and just redo the sound effects, if anything. Maybe it's a combination of the sound effects, and maybe it's a combination of the lack of the fact that your attacks don't seem to affect the other character. I mean, yeah, I'm putting him on fire, but why is it a sword swipe isn't really doing anything to it? To be honest, being on fire doesn't seem to affect him that much. It's like shrugging it off like it's an everyday occurrence. Yeah, more gold. Great. I probably need a few repair kits anyway, so... Looks like someone else came in here and killed them all for me. I'm pretty sure I just walked right around in a circle. Pretty sure this is exactly the same camp I was just in, and the enemies just respawned. Nevertheless, it gives me a pointless excuse as to upgrade that Fire Fist. I need to get up to level 20 because I want to get to the flaming fireballs. I really need an attack which is ranged. I've tried using the archers, the crossbows and the bows in the past, and I'm useless with those things. I'm not even going to try again. I'm happier just being a mage or a warrior mage as I am here. But to be honest, I'm probably wearing the wrong armour for such a thing. I know that plate armour does tend to mess up your magical abilities. So it's probably not ideal what I'm doing. I'm constantly looking around for things to chop or things just to scavenge. Ah, there we go. Nice crocodile. Yeah. Yeah, there we go, the flame fist. The earth fist isn't too bad either. Yeah, it seems to do a lot of damage. Or at least I've powered it up a great. I've powered it up about level 24 or so. It seems to work pretty well against these enemies. I'm trying not to use it since it's not one of those which I'm upgrading at the moment. I feel like this crocodile should have another attack. Yeah, and they still haven't done the swamp water in this area. I mean, the water's not affecting the... the water's not affecting the avatar in the slightest sense. Yeah, and it could do with getting rid of the crosshair if it's if the animal's dead. There's another one. Might as well kill it. I'm here to level grind anyway, so... yeah, plenty of experience. That was good. The crocodile actually knocked me back. I did notice that in the grizzly bears. I mentioned that in the previous video how the grizzly bears only seem to have one form of attack, and that was just swat you with their paw. When normally a bear would literally try to use their weight against you and push you back, or crush you, which is the bear would use his weight against you and crush you. And I have noticed in this release they have started pushing you back, knocking you to the floor. But I don't think any of the enemies are actually using their power bar at all. Which is kind of disappointing. I'm just seeing what abilities I can upgrade here. Possibly want to put that one on. Raid Mastery, Vital Points. I do want some of those. Okay. What else we got? Yeah. I can turn on both of those so I can get down to the lower levels. I mean, ultimately, those are abilities which are used every time I press the 1 or 2 keys, so they won't do much harm in terms of my XP. They won't drain my XP that much. I kind of wish the player characters weren't just standing around like that. I mean, obviously that person's logged out, so you know, maybe they should be hidden from the map. Oh, I'm not sure why I stuck then. I'm trying to find the exit. And again, I could just look at the map. Well, sorry, the little thing at the top. Ugh, stuck again. Yeah. Also a very good starting creature, and unfortunately these are super strong. No, these aren't super strong, they're just running away. Okay. Attack? No. No, I don't think he wants to attack. I'm not sure why he isn't attacking. This is a 2 skull area, so you'd think he'd be strong enough, but no, he just doesn't like humans, I guess. Well, there's the exit. Let's just go for it. Try again, but nah. Okay, in the door, to Navir. Right, I think I'm going to go to that snowy lock gate area. I'm going to see if I can get out of this starting area, move somewhere else. Generally like these videos to be just under the hour mark, so there's about 15 minutes left. So it makes sense to go through there. I'm fed up with level grinding in this area. I think I was supposed to go to a place called Resolute or something like that, and give back the amulet. I can't remember. So let's go down here, and the snowy place is right along this road. So I'm out of the way. Yeah, I'm not really that much of a fan of this overworld. It just takes up precious time. If anything, I'd just like the I'd just like a old standard map. Just click here and go there. I don't see what any of this is adding to the experience. I mean, yeah, it looks nice enough. It's just you can get lost actually trying to find the place where you're trying to get to. And the map's so big, you actually waste a whole buttload of time just trying to get from one area to the next. But anyway, this is a snowy area, and this is a lock gate to get from one region to the next. You have to go through the lock gates in order to get to get to the other areas. Unfortunately, the lock gates are somewhat difficult. This one's got, let me think. This one's got, it did have a snowy bear. And mainly skeletons. Sorry, I should probably say polar bear. I think it's called a snowy bear in this. Of course, if you use the term polar bear, it mainly means it implies it comes from the poles. I think the bear was down here. Let's go down that. Doesn't seem to be anything here. Don't know if it's taken out. Might as well harvest this. Yep. I do like the snow effect, but to be honest, I think the snow effect's just a part of Unity. So you don't get any props there. And there we go. We have some cotton and whatever that is. I'm sure it's all good crafting material. And there's something there which I can mine. I might as well take it. Obviously cash is very, very limited in this game, and you'll want to just take everything you can find, even if it means just selling it on in the next town. There we go. I don't think there's anything else around here. There's a good place to go. And there's the elder wolf. Okay. Oh, and like the other wolf, they just want to run away. I don't know why he's so scared. He should be super strong, to be honest. And yeah, he is. That doesn't make a great deal of sense why he was running away just a second ago. I mean, he's taken down virtually half my life bar now. And I'm probably gonna have to run away. Yeah, I'm not gonna win this one. Keep running, keep healing. He'll give up eventually. Now, all the enemies in the game, just getting another level, all the enemies in the game have a certain region. Now, the one way how you can get around such a thing is just keep going, running and running away until they reach that edge, and then they'll just catapult all the way back. Rather comically, but it happens. And now I'm safe. Of course, that's not the worst thing about this area. The worst thing about this area are the skeletons. And I've had numerous problems with the skeleton mages before. Skeleton mages used to have a tendency to be virtually immortal. I don't think that's still the case. I'm pretty sure that was a bug. But nevertheless, they're pretty strong. And there's a reason for that, is to stop characters from newbie players from just coming in here and just wandering to a stronger area. Essentially this should stop you, but nevertheless I'm just going to run right through. I'm going to test myself with this character. I'm pretty sure he's going to kill me rather quickly. Yeah, I'm doing next to no damage on him. You know, unfortunately archers have this wonderful ability to slow you down. So just run away. Hopefully he won't be able to catch up to me. Oh, it looks like there's a mage right behind me. Oh jeez. At least I opened the gate and I can get through. Yeah, unfortunately when you're a ghost you can't pass through things. So the fact that I had to open the gate, and I kind of noticed the little help dialogue still there. It's kind of foolish, but just gotta get to the Ankh. There it is. So that little door over there to the left would take me out to the other side. It's nice. I do like the statues up on top of there. Look fancy. So I'm just going to search down this area before I leave. Well, I'm getting near to the hour mark, so I'll probably give it a day. I just want to see if there's any I want to see if there's anything down here I can mine or something like that. There's plenty of rocks down here. You'd expect there's something to mine. No. There must be something down here. There's another wolf thing. I think I'll keep my distance this time. Is there something over there? No. Doesn't look like it. There's a stag over there. No, just like the wolves, the stags have a tendency to run away from you, even though they're actually surprisingly strong. But you never catch up with them unless you back them into a corner. Well, given this map's actually quite large, it's going to be a little bit difficult to do that, so might as well just carry on. Oh, stuck there. So anyway, I'm going pretty much just gonna end this little session right now. So the doorway's just up here. So I'm gonna pretty much end this session right now. So this is Alpha Release 33. Thanks for watching, and I suppose I'd probably do another video in about a month's time for Alpha Release 34. Anyway, thanks for watching.